It's your boy SparkOnConsole back with another video. You see the title. This is a Trove speed tier list. This isn't a damage tier list. This isn't who's the better class. This is just speed. Who could farm the dungeons faster? Who could go through dells fastest? Whatever, right? This is just speed. Who can win in a race? Pretty much. Alright, let's get right into it. I hate these ads right here. They're annoying. But this video, I'm not going to edit this video. This is just going to be raw. This is going to be Spark talking in a raw fashion. Okay, I added the Bard and Solarian, so these should be all the classes in the game. I don't think anything else was left out. The Dino Tamer is in there as well. So yeah. Vanguard's in there as well. So yeah. Alright, let's get right into this. Because I recorded this video and I didn't know I could add images. So I ended up just scrapping the first recording. But yeah, this video is going to be out for you guys to watch today. And I'm just going to put it out there. But boom! Luna Lancer, number 1. Obviously, he gets 16 movement speed just by being himself. His ultimate gives him movement speed as well. And his hook can send him flying. I would post a video about why he's still the fastest, why he's the fastest class without need for speed. You know what I'm saying? He still is the fastest without need for speed. For those who don't know how to use his hook, I'll show you guys in a video soon. Now, the second fastest, you guys are going to be shocked by this, but it's going to be the Candy Barbarian. Alright, next video, I will post why the Candy Barbarian is the second fastest class. Basically, the ring ability Spin to Win allows him to gain the movement speed of the Neon Ninja. And you might be like, oh, if he gains the movement speed of the Neon Ninja still wins because the backflip gives him extra range. Well, yes, you're not wrong, but you forget the Candy Barb also gets an extra 30 movement speed from his gumdrops, right? His gumdrops trigger 3 ways. The R1, the ultimate, or if he gets hit, so he could maintain that pretty much the entire time if you play Candy Barb correctly, because it's so easy to get the gumdrops, okay? It's not like his subclass where it's RNG, he gets the health candy and the gumdrop candy. The Candy Barb as a class could literally like trigger it at will. Okay, so he gets the movement speed boost of the Neon Ninja and his own candy buffs as well for movement speed. So yes, the Neon Ninja, his backflip itself could give him more speed, right? He can send him further when he launches himself with the backflip. But the Candy Barb gets too many boosts to be slower than the Neon Ninja. And then after the Neon Ninja, after the Candy Barb, it's going to be Neon Ninja. We don't really need to talk about this. Neon Ninja was the fastest class for a long time before these two got their, before he got his rework and these two got their ring abilities. Okay, so as of right now, these are the S tier classes. Let's head over to A tier. A tier, the fourth fastest class in the game, is going to be the Shadow Hunter. The Shadow Hunter easily maintains his speed. All he has to do is dodge, and he gains his speed. He also has decent momentum because he can shoot very, very, very far and gain movement speed from a ally using the allies, either Scorpius or what's that one? Starbolt. There we go. We're just assuming that all these classes have Starbolt, and we're adding that to the list as well because movement speed is also gained by killing enemies. Okay, so this list is going to be as if all of them have Starbolt equipped. Alright, so moving on from Shadow Hunter is going to be the Bard. I know this is a night image, don't flame me in the comments, but it just looked funny, but let's just pretend this is the Bard. The Bard is in second place. Inherent speed, meaning without subclasses, the Bard would be faster than the Shadow Hunter. But since the Shadow Hunter could use the Bard subclass, he's going to be faster than the Bard. Okay, that's really all there is to it. Now, after the Bard, right, it's going to be the Fey Trickster. And you might be like, Spark, how is the Fey in A tier? The Fey is in A tier because he could literally just spam the teleport, dude. Like, if you do max energy regen, you have dragons that have maximum energy, and you put Trailblazing on him and the Bard subclass on him, he literally can nearly keep up with like these classes. Well, he will keep up with these classes, but he might just keep up with these classes. The only reason he's behind them is because when you're teleporting, sometimes it doesn't like allow you to be in the spot you are, and he doesn't have better momentum than these classes. I'm saying momentum a lot, guys. Momentum is basically when you kill an enemy and you don't slow down. So when you're attacking with this guy, you slow down when you shoot. When you're attacking with these guys, you slow down when you shoot. Just stuff like that. Like, how much speed do you lose when you're attacking, and if you lose any movement speed at all? Okay, and that's A tier. Now for B tier. B tier, B tier, B tier, B tier, B tier. Number one in B tier is going to be the Knight. The Knight's ring ability, Overcharge, allows him to regain movement speed boosts anytime he does his R1 attack, and he has very, very good momentum. He does not slow down when he uses the R1, which allows him to maintain his speed the entire time. He is the most consistent movement speed character in the game because you could just revamp the movement speed with using the R1, and it costs 10 energy. So when you're using his build, you're supposed to have energy regen on the sword and on the ring. You literally can't see him losing energy regen when you're spamming R1 if you have it built correctly. And it lasts for 10 seconds when you press it once. Even without energy regen, you could literally spam that 6-7 times and you wouldn't lose energy regen. So that's a whole minute without an energy regen build that you can maintain in movement speed. If you were that dumb and you didn't put energy regen on your gear. But if you did what you were supposed to, it's really, really easy to maintain it and have it on indefinitely. After that, what's going to be next after him is going to be the Solarian. The Solarian's ultimate allows him to get movement speed, and he has very, very good momentum because when he's in the air, he could use his arrow attack and kill an enemy from far, far away, or his ultimate itself will just insta-kill anything he walks past because he's a walking nuke. Uh, that's pretty much all to say about the Solarian. As a Solarian, it's the Boomeranger. The reason why I put the Boomeranger behind the Solarian is because when it comes to momentum, the Solarian is better than the Boomer. When you're using the Boomeranger to get your movement speed, you have to catch the Boomerang. And sometimes you just don't. I know there's some Boomeranger tryhards that end up catching it really, really good. But sometimes when you're playing him, it goes back to you and it literally doesn't register because Trove is just such a buggy game. Okay, so most of the time you tend to hold still or aim it at the ground, and you get the movement speed. When you do that, you slow down a little bit. Not to mention all of his attacks besides his bombs, right? His ultimate require him to slow down. So like pretty much yeah, just his ultimate because his R1 you have to wait for it to explode. It's a little like 2 seconds or 3 seconds when it explodes. So literally the only attack he has that doesn't slow him down is his ultimate, and you can't spam that like you can spam the Solarian's ult. All right, so he's gonna be below B tier. Next, we're going to have the Dino Tamer in C tier. The Dino Tamer maintains movement speed with 40 movement speed from his Clash Gym Dino Time. Allows him to stay on the Dino Tamer for pretty much a whole minute. I'm pretty sure it's 40 seconds. But yeah, Dino Tamer, was a good farmer in the game. But now with the D15 farms, he's not going to keep up with these classes. When you're running all the way to another D15 5-star, these guys are going to beat the Dino Tamer to it before the Dino Tamer gets there. So yeah, after that, we're going to put the Ice Age. The Ice Age gets 50 movement speed from his ultimate. But the reason why he's behind the Dino Tamer is because the Dino Tamer can maintain it a lot longer. The Ice Age gets it in bursts. You have to spam Chronomanic to keep it up because the Ice Age's ultimate only lasts for 5 seconds. Okay? So, boom. After that, we're going to put the Vanguard. The Vanguard gets either 20 or 30, I forget. But pretty much his movement speed buff only lasts for 5 seconds as well. So it's literally like, it's nothing. They should either make it longer or buff it to 60 movement speed or something, because the amount of time he has it isn't worth it. Like, at least make the movement speed the same as the Ice Age. Like, that would make some sense. Like, he is too slow. This class has never been good. I wish that this class needs a rework. I don't know what they could do for him. Just buff his speed, buff his damage, something like that, and then he'll be useful. Or buff his flight, like his flight speed, right? Like make it so that like when he's flying, the longer he's flying, he gains movement speed, and that would be cool, right? Like a Superman effect, But yeah, he just doesn't get enough buff to keep going. But yeah, you could spam your flask or use your Clash Gym ability to reduce the cooldown and spam it again, but it's just not very consistent, and it's such a low boost, it's barely anything. Okay, so after that, we're gonna go in D tier, and in D tier, we're going to have the Draco. Okay, the Draco, his ultimate gives him a little bit extra movement speed as well, and then when he's running in lava, he gets a shit ton. If we're talking about lava, he's up there. He's in S tier, but 80% of the game is in lava world, so he's got to be in D tier because his ultimate doesn't give him that much speed, and then all his attacks like his main source of damage, his R1, they have to explode for his little minions to come up, and that takes way too long. So he's gonna get some movement speed from his ultimate, and that's pretty much it. And he could be in lava, so I'm gonna put him in D tier. After that, we have the Tomb Raiser. Okay, we have the Tomb Raiser. The Tomb Raiser is faster than these classes simply because he can maintain the movement speed buff from the ally. His minions, when you build Tomb Raiser correctly, he has the ring ability called Scale Biggle Split. And basically what this ring ability does, it allows him to have up to 16 minions. Okay? These 16 minions will literally run to an enemy and kill it. You just spawn them, you run past an enemy, you summon that ally, will summon that minion, and that minion will run and just one-shot it. Like, the minions do so much damage. Tomb Raider is the strongest magic-based character in the game. I'll make a video on that one as well, for those that don't think so. But, yeah, he hits really, really hard, dude. Like, ridiculously freaking hard. Alright, so, yeah, Tomb Raider is going to be in D tier for the momentum. After that, we have the Revenant. We are using the Speed Spears for the Revenant, another class with momentum. Pretty much, go over momentum again. Momentum is when you're attacking and you do not slow down. So these two classes are kings of momentum. They have very, very good momentum. They do not slow down at all when they're attacking, because 80% of the Tomb Raider's attacks are from the minions. And then the Revenant, he can legit spam the R1. Well, not spam the R1. You hold R1, use the ring ability Speed Spurs, and you're legitimately just being a lawnmower, dude. Like, you're just running around the map, running stuff over, and just doing dungeons. It's really fun to use. I might do another video on that as well, for those who do not understand that build. And after that, we're going to put Gunslinger in E tier. You guys might be mad at this one. You're like, oh my god, Gunslinger gets movement speed from his ultimate, and you're not wrong. The issue with the Gunslinger is that when he's shooting stuff, he floats. And when you're doing dungeons, the most irritating thing about you doing the dungeon is that you can't control the float. You can dodge and you'll stop floating, but every time you're shooting, you can't go down. So say if like you're in like an area and where you need to go down and you want to shoot that enemy before you get there, you can't even do that. You have to wait until you hit the ground or jump up, then shoot when you hit the ground on the higher level. Okay, so the fact that the slow fall, you can't really control it. Even the Solarian's like fall is better because it doesn't last a fuck ton of time, and he can still kill an enemy just by being next to it. Right? The Gunslinger gets a movement speed buff, but because he has a slow fall, it fucks him up. It fucks him up completely. Um, yeah. So I'm sorry for all the people that think he'll be higher, but if we do a test on who is going to complete more dungeons, I promise you, everybody above him will do dungeons faster than him, simply because he won't be able to control the snowfall. Not snowfall, slow fall when he's doing dungeons, right? And without his ultimate, he's quite literally the weakest class in the game. Okay, you need his ultimate all the time if you want to be moving really, really quickly. Okay, and then after that, it's these two. Do I really need to explain this? I don't think I do. But yeah, this is the Trove speed tier list. Next video, I'm going to make a video about why the Candy Barb the second fastest in the game. For those that do not understand, yeah, he's the second fastest class in the game. But yeah, that'll be next video. You guys have a good one. Peace.